Okay, I need to be really honest with you about something, and it might completely change how you think about this coming Sunday. Because January 25th isn't just another day on the calendar. I genuinely believe we're about to witness one of the most powerful manifestation windows of the entire year, and I'm not saying that lightly. This Sunday, a first quarter moon in Taurus is creating what I can only describe as a cosmic wealth portal. And when I started looking into the astrological mechanics of this, honestly, it blew my mind. But here's what's really getting my attention. This isn't starting on Sunday. People are already feeling it. The energy has been building since last Saturday's new moon in Capricorn, and most people don't even realize they're already inside this manifestation field. If you've been having unusually vivid dreams about money or success lately, stay with me on this one. There's a very specific reason that's happening, and I'm going to explain exactly why later in this video. But first, there's something crucial you need to understand. You might not be aware of it, but right now, at this very moment, the universe is already reorganizing things behind the scenes. And I promise you, you're not imagining the strange synchronicities that have been showing up. There's a reason for all of it. The portal opened a week ago. You just didn't know it. So here's the thing most people don't realize. They think manifestation portals are like light switches, on or off, open or closed. But that's not how this works. And I really believe this one is different from anything we've experienced recently. This wealth portal actually began opening on January 18th with the new moon in Capricorn. That was the blueprint moment, when the universe started drawing up the plans for what's about to manifest in your life. And the wildest part? Most people had no idea they were already being prepared for something massive. Here's what I've been noticing, and I've been feeling this myself. Some people have been experiencing this strange restlessness around money and career lately, like there's this underlying urgency that wasn't there before. And I have a feeling you've been experiencing that too, right? It's been showing up in different ways. Maybe you've suddenly felt motivated to check your bank accounts more often, or you've been randomly thinking about business ideas at weird hours. Some people are telling me they've been waking up with solutions to financial problems they didn't even know they were working on. Has that been happening for you? This isn't random, and it's definitely not happening to everyone the same way. From what I've seen, people who are naturally aligned with Earth energy, especially those with strong Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo placements, are feeling this the most intensely right now, and if that's you, I really want you to hear this. The closer we get to this Sunday's peak moment, the more this financial urgency takes over. But here's what I want you to understand. It's not anxiety. You're not being pushed. I believe you're being prepared. This is what I think happens before a major abundance shift. The universe isn't making you restless. It's activating your manifestation muscles. The financial thoughts you're having aren't random worries. I see them as downloads being transmitted before the portal fully opens. And honestly, when I understood this, it changed everything for me, because suddenly all these random money thoughts started making sense. They weren't distractions. They were preparations. Sunday's Taurus moon is the wealth lock, and it's incredibly rare. Date, January 25th, 2026. Time, 11:50 in the evening. Position, 6 degrees, 14 minutes of Taurus. Now, I know that might sound like random astrology jargon, but stay with me because this is where it gets really interesting. The first quarter moon in Taurus isn't just any moon phase. I believe it's literally the universe's way of taking all those financial intentions you've been setting and making them solid, real, tangible. Think about it this way. Capricorn, where we had the new moon last week, is about ambition and planning. It's the architect drawing up blueprints. But Taurus is about making things physical. It's about actual money in your actual bank account. It's about possessions you can touch, assets you can count, security you can feel. And here's what really caught my attention when I was researching this. The moon is what they call exalted in Taurus. That's astrology speak for operating at maximum power. It's like the moon is at home in Taurus, comfortable, powerful, ready to deliver. But this isn't just about the moon. There's this whole cosmic symphony happening right now that makes this particular Sunday unlike any other day this year. We had Mars, the planet of action and drive, forming a perfect trine with Uranus, the planet of sudden breakthroughs, just a few days ago. And that energy, it's still reverberating, it's still active. It's like the universe lit a fuse, and Sunday is when we see the explosion. I don't think this is subtle energy. This isn't the kind of manifestation where you plant seeds and wait months to see results. I believe this is the kind where things can shift overnight, where opportunities appear out of nowhere, where money flows from unexpected sources. And if you've been seeing repeating numbers lately, especially unusual ones, not just your typical 1111, that's part of this. The universe has been dropping breadcrumbs, leading you to this moment. Because once Sunday hits, I think everything accelerates. 3 signs are about to get instant money manifestation. Here's who and why. Okay, so when I say instant, I need you to understand what I mean. We're not talking about winning the lottery tomorrow, although honestly, with this energy, I wouldn't rule it out completely. What I'm talking about is rapid manifestation, the kind where you set an intention and within days, sometimes hours, you see movement, you see signs, you see actual physical results. And while this portal is affecting everyone to some degree, there are 3 zodiac signs that are positioned perfectly to receive the maximum benefit. If you're one of these signs, or have significant placements in them, you need to pay very close attention to what happens over the next few days. First up, Sagittarius. If you're a Sagittarius, this entire Capricorn Taurus portal is lighting up your money houses in the most incredible way. The new moon last week happened in your 2nd house of earned income and personal resources. That's where the blueprint was drawn. And now, this Sunday's quarter moon in Taurus, it's happening in your 6th house of daily work and service. Here's what I think this means for you. The money that's coming isn't abstract. It's directly tied to the work you do, the service you provide, the value you create every single day. You might see a sudden increase in clients, an unexpected raise, a bonus you weren't counting on, or a new income stream that starts flowing almost immediately. But here's the key for Sagittarius. This requires action. The universe is opening doors, but you have to walk through them. That opportunity that shows up, take it. That intuition about reaching out to someone, do it. The portal is open, but you have to move. Next, Aries. Aries, you've been in preparation mode for longer than you realize. This Capricorn new moon last week hit your 10th house of career and public reputation. You've been planting seeds at the highest level of your professional life. And now, the Taurus quarter moon is landing in your 2nd house of money and possessions. Do you see what's happening here? It's a direct line from career to cash, from reputation to resources, from professional power to personal wealth. The universe is literally creating a pipeline from your public success to your private abundance. For Aries, I believe this manifestation comes through recognition. A promotion that's been delayed suddenly goes through. A professional achievement gets noticed by exactly the right person. Your reputation becomes your currency. And here's what's wild. Mars, your ruling planet, just made that powerful connection with Uranus. You're primed for breakthrough. The kind that happens fast, happens big, and changes everything. And finally, Capricorn. Now, Capricorn might be the most interesting of all 3 because that new moon last week, it was in your sign, in your 1st house of self and identity. The universe literally started this entire portal with you. You are the blueprint. And this Sunday's quarter moon in Taurus lights up your 5th house, the house of creative expression, speculation, and joy. Here's what I think that means. The wealth coming to Capricorns isn't just about grinding harder or working more. It's about finally monetizing who you actually are, your creativity, your unique perspective, your personal brand. This could manifest as a creative project suddenly taking off, an investment paying out unexpectedly, or finding a way to make money from something you actually enjoy. For once, Capricorn, the universe isn't asking you to sacrifice. It's asking you to receive, and I know that might feel uncomfortable, but that's exactly why it's so powerful. Your dreams about money aren't random, they're downloads. Remember at the beginning when I mentioned the vivid dreams about money and success? This is what I needed to explain to you. The closer we get to Sunday, the more intense these dreams are becoming. And they're not just dreams. I believe they're actually your subconscious receiving the blueprint for what's about to manifest. You might be dreaming about specific numbers, amounts of money, dates, addresses. Pay attention to those, write them down. Some people are dreaming about people they haven't thought about in years, and then those exact people reach out with opportunities. Others are seeing themselves in situations they've never imagined, new offices, different cities, unexpected successes, only to have those exact scenarios start unfolding in real life. I don't think this is your imagination running wild. I think this is your soul already experiencing what's about to become physical reality. The veil between the potential and the actual is so thin right now that your dream state can access both. And here's what's really interesting. Some people are telling me they're waking up with their hands tingling, especially their palms. Like there's energy building up there, ready to receive or ready to create. If that's been happening to you, that's not random either. In many spiritual traditions, the palms are considered powerful points for manifestation energy. Your body is literally preparing to handle the abundance that's coming. The dreams might be showing you the what, but your body is preparing for the how. Does that make sense? The Mars-Uranus lightning strike already happened. Now comes the gold. So something massive happened on January 20th that most people completely missed. Mars in Capricorn formed a perfect trine, that's a 120-degree angle of pure harmony, with Uranus in Taurus. And in astrology, this is like lightning striking a gold mine. Mars is all about drive, action, getting things done. In Capricorn, it's operating at its absolute peak power, what astrologers call exalted. It's disciplined, strategic, unstoppable. And Uranus is the cosmic wildcard. It's sudden breakthroughs, unexpected windfalls, revolutionary changes that happen in the blink of an eye. When these two connected in earth signs just a few days ago, they created what I can only describe as a manifestation accelerator. Things that normally take months or years to manifest can happen in days or weeks. Obstacles that seemed permanent suddenly dissolve. Opportunities that didn't exist yesterday appear today. And here's the crucial part. This energy doesn't just disappear. It's still active, still churning, still creating possibilities. Sunday's quarter moon in Taurus is going to take all that Mars-Uranus electricity and ground it into physical reality. It's like the universe spent the week charging up a manifestation battery, and Sunday is when it releases all that power. I've been seeing this play out already. People getting unexpected job offers, business deals that were stuck suddenly moving forward, investment opportunities appearing out of nowhere, and we're not even at the peak yet. That comes Sunday. But here's what you need to understand. This isn't passive energy. You can't just sit back and wait for money to fall from the sky. Although, honestly, with Uranus involved, stranger things have happened. This energy rewards bold action, quick decisions, trusting your instincts even when they don't make logical sense. You need to make a move before the portal closes. And this brings me to something really important that I need you to understand. This portal, this wealth manifestation window, it's not staying open forever. By Monday morning, the most potent part of this energy will have passed. And I've seen this happen so many times. People feel the shift. They know something big is happening, but they hesitate. They wait. They overthink. And then the moment passes, and they're left wondering what could have been. Don't let that be you. Not this time. If there's something you've been thinking about doing, starting that business, asking for that raise, making that investment, reaching out to that person, this is your moment. The universe has literally aligned the planets to support your financial expansion. But you have to meet it halfway. And I know taking action can feel scary, especially when it comes to money. There's so much programming around scarcity and fear and not being worthy of abundance. But here's what I really want you to understand. Those fears, they're not protecting you. They're preventing you from receiving what's already trying to come to you. This Taurus quarter moon on Sunday isn't just about manifesting money, it's about healing your relationship with abundance. It's about finally believing that you're worthy of financial security and success. It's about stepping into a new reality where money flows to you easily and naturally. Some of you are going to make decisions this weekend that completely change your financial trajectory, and I'm not being dramatic when I say that. This is one of those cosmic moments where timelines split, where one choice leads to a completely different future than another. The physical symptoms you're feeling are real. Here's what they mean. Okay, so let's talk about what's happening in your body right now, because I know some of you are feeling really unusual physical sensations, and you're wondering if it's connected to all of this. And honestly, I think it absolutely is. First, the sleep disruptions. Have you been waking up between 2 and 4 at night lately, especially around 3:33? This is so common during powerful manifestation portals. Your body is literally recalibrating to handle a higher frequency of abundance. Those early morning wake-ups, that's when the veil between dimensions is thinnest. That's when downloads come through most clearly. Then there's the tingling, especially in your hands and feet. Some people describe it as feeling like electricity running through their body. Others say it's more like a warm, pulsing sensation. This isn't anxiety. This isn't a medical issue. Although obviously if you're concerned, always check with a doctor, but energetically speaking, I believe this is your body's electrical system upgrading to handle more life force energy, more chi, more capacity for abundance. And here's one that's been really interesting. People are reporting sudden changes in appetite, especially cravings for different foods than usual. Some are being drawn to root vegetables and grounding foods, things that grow in the earth, connecting them to that Taurus earth energy. Others are losing their appetite completely, like their body is too busy processing energy to focus on digestion. The headaches, particularly at the crown of your head or between your eyebrows, that's your third eye and crown chakra adjusting to the new frequencies. The random emotional waves that seem to come from nowhere, that's old poverty programming being cleared out to make room for abundance consciousness. Your body isn't betraying you, it's preparing you. Every strange sensation, every unusual symptom, it's all part of your system upgrading to match the frequency of the wealth that's trying to enter your life. The warning signs to watch for. But I need to be real with you about something. Not everyone is going to handle this energy well. When the universe opens a portal this powerful, it affects everyone. But not everyone knows how to work with it. And some people, they're going to spiral. You're probably already seeing it. People acting impulsively with money, making reckless investments or spending sprees that don't make sense. Others are having massive fear responses, suddenly convinced that financial catastrophe is imminent, even when nothing has actually changed. The energy is so intense that it's triggering everyone's money shadows, bringing up every fear and wound around abundance. Watch for people trying to pull you into their financial dramas right now. Someone might suddenly need to borrow money, or want you to invest in something that feels off, or try to convince you that the financial opportunity you're excited about is too risky, too unrealistic, impossible. Here's what I think is happening. When someone is aligned with scarcity consciousness and they encounter someone moving toward abundance, it triggers them. They might not even realize they're doing it, but they'll try to pull you back to their frequency. They'll project their fears onto your opportunities. They'll try to convince you to play small because your expansion highlights their contraction. This is why protecting your energy right now is absolutely crucial. Not everyone needs to know about the opportunities showing up for you. Not everyone needs to hear about the synchronicities you're experiencing. Some things are meant to be held sacred until they're fully manifested. And please be discerning about whose financial advice you take right now. The person who's always struggled with money probably isn't the best guide for your wealth journey. The friend who always plays it safe might not understand the calculated risk you need to take. Trust your inner knowing over outside voices. Here's exactly what to do this Sunday. So let me give you something practical, something you can actually do to work with this energy, because understanding the portal is one thing, but actually using it, that's where the magic happens. First, Sunday morning, as soon as you wake up, and I mean before you check your phone, before you do anything else, take a moment to connect with your intention. What specific financial breakthrough are you calling in? Be precise. Don't just say, more money. Say, I receive $10,000 by February 15th, or I sign 3 new high-paying clients this week. The Taurus moon responds to specific, tangible requests. Then, and this is important, take one physical action toward that intention on Sunday. Taurus is an earth sign. It needs to see you moving in the physical world. Send that email, update that resume, open that investment account, make that call. It doesn't have to be huge, but it has to be real. Sunday evening, as we approach that 11:50 in the evening peak moment, or earlier if that's too late for you, create what I call a manifestation anchor. Write your financial intention on paper, not on your phone, not on your computer, with an actual pen on actual paper. Taurus rules physical objects, then place something on top of that paper that represents abundance to you. Could be money, could be gold jewelry, could be a picture of what you're manifesting. Leave it there overnight. The key is to make it physical, make it real, make it tangible, because that's what Taurus does. It takes the ethereal and makes it earthly. It takes the dream and makes it reality. And here's something else. Pay attention to what happens Monday morning. The first sign you see, the first message you receive, the first synchronicity you notice. That's going to tell you how your manifestation is unfolding. The universe tends to send confirmation quickly when you're aligned with portal energy. The real reason this portal is different. Do you know what I realized when I was really diving deep into the astrology of this moment? This isn't just about individual wealth. I think something bigger is happening. This portal, this specific alignment, it's part of a massive collective shift around money and resources. We're in 2026 now. We've been through so much collective transformation over the past few years, and I really believe the universe is saying, okay, the light workers, the conscious creators, the people who are here to build the new earth, it's time for them to be resourced. Because here's the thing, spiritual people have been taught for so long that money is bad, that wanting abundance makes you less spiritual, that you should be content with just enough. But how are we supposed to create change in this world if we don't have resources? How are we supposed to build new systems if we're always struggling to pay rent? This portal isn't just about you getting money for money's sake. I believe it's about redistributing resources to people who will use them consciously. It's about abundance flowing to those who understand that money is just energy, and energy is meant to flow and create and build and heal. So if you've been feeling guilty about wanting more money, or if you've been telling yourself that you should be grateful for what you have and not ask for more, I need you to release that programming right now. Your abundance doesn't take away from anyone else. In fact, your abundance creates more abundance. When you're resourced, you resource others. When you're thriving, you help others thrive. This portal is giving you permission to want more, to ask for more, to receive more, not from a place of greed, but from a place of knowing that you're a good steward of resources, that you can be trusted with abundance, that your wealth will create ripples of positive change. The portal closes, but the path remains open. As we get closer to Sunday, you might notice time doing strange things, hours passing in minutes or minutes feeling like hours. That's the portal energy intensifying, bending our perception of linear time. You might also notice an increase in synchronicities, seeing repeated numbers, running into exactly the right people, having thoughts that immediately manifest as experiences. All of this is building to Sunday's peak moment, but here's what I want you to remember. While the most intense part of this portal closes after Sunday, the pathways you open this week remain accessible. The connections you make, the opportunities you activate, the abundance channels you clear, those don't disappear when the portal closes. Think of it like this. The portal is providing the extra energy to break through obstacles that normally feel impossible to move. It's like cosmic assistance for your manifestation. Once those obstacles are cleared, once those new pathways are created, you can continue to walk them even after the portal energy subsides. This is why taking action during the portal is so crucial. You're not just manifesting one-time windfalls, although those are definitely possible. You're creating new abundance pathways that can flow for months or even years to come. You're literally rewiring your reality to include more prosperity. And for those 3 signs I mentioned, Sagittarius, Aries, and Capricorn, this is especially true for you. The changes you initiate this week, the abundance you call in, the financial breakthroughs you experience, they're not temporary. They're the beginning of a new financial chapter in your life. But even if you're not one of those 3 signs, don't think this energy isn't for you. Everyone has Capricorn and Taurus somewhere in their chart. Everyone is being invited to upgrade their relationship with abundance. The 3 signs I mentioned are just getting the VIP treatment, but we're all invited to this party. So as Sunday approaches, I want you to really feel into what's possible. Don't limit yourself based on what's been true in the past. This portal is about breaking patterns, shattering ceilings, expanding beyond what you thought was possible. The universe is literally conspiring to help you manifest wealth. All you have to do is believe it's possible and take aligned action. Alright, if you're still here with me, thank you so much. If this resonated with you and you want to see more content like this, I'd really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button. It helps me reach more people who need to hear this. Take care of yourself, trust the process, and remember, Sunday is your moment. Don't let it pass you by. I'll see you in the next one.